I'm Tierney Smith and welcome to iNews. The National Trust has said that it will take years for the heath at Studland to fully recover from the damage caused by yesterday's fire.
Around 70 firefighters tackled the blaze, which spanned 4 acres on Godlingston Heath. The smell of smoke still lingers over the heath, which narrowly avoided the Isle of Purbeck golf course.
Well, we were just playing golf as we normally do, and we suddenly saw clouds of smoke billowing up in the distance, and then all the do's and twos of the fire brigade turning up and beating out the fire. And when we left, they were still fighting, and the fire was on a tremendous front. It seemed to spread, a very big line right across the whole thing. We were a little bit worried that we might not be able to finish playing golf.
The number of people speaking to Bournemouth Samaritans has gone up by over 50%. The helpline had over 26,000 calls last year by people who were depressed and thinking about ending their lives. We spoke to Bournemouth Samaritans earlier.
Yes, every year we have statistics for the number of calls that come in, and we have noticed a rise in calls this year, sort of over the last few months, which we may think may be to do with the recession. It's not just about losing jobs, it's about emotional upset, it's about perhaps families breaking up. Young people get worried and disturbed about it, and of course it affects them as well if the person who earns the money doesn't have a job anymore.
Finding Sanctuaries, a regional project to design marine conservation areas in the southwest, is asking Dorset residents to have their say. They're heading to the RNLI College in Poole tomorrow for a drop-in session. We spoke to them earlier to find out what the aims of the day are.
Tomorrow we are going to be in Poole to just kind of make sure that people in the local area are aware of what's going on, of how they can get involved, and also for them to be able to, if they wish, mark the areas on our maps that are important to them and that they use for their activity.
John Lewis is set to be on television tonight. It is part of a BBC Two documentary into what John Lewis are doing to boost sales and cut costs. Workers from the store are excited to be featured on the show.
Exciting because we're one of 2 new stores that's open. Cardiff was the main one, that's a full-line store. This is the first of the new formats, so there's a lot of trial and also error on this when it first opened, and we're obviously learning for the new one that's opening in Croydon later in the year.